Hello and welcome back to Divinity. We decided to start off with handing in a quest.
Well, we think it's handing in a quest. It's these ones, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's these three. So, have you found us a job yet? We'll take anything, really.
About finding work. There's a captain, off... Oh.
Hey, it's my job.
Surely I'm the one who should be telling you, but whatever.
So there's a captain offering booze and brass for a bit of crate loading. Gods be praised, you've done it, friend. Off we go. Toodles.
We did a quest. Fantastic. It is
That
done.
is it. We have completed the quest. We got nothing for it.
We got XP.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, we're almost leveled up. Look at your bar. At the bottom.
Oh, yeah. Cool. I'd like more. I'd like more shit.
So where are we going next on the Counselor's Wife quest? Or the mysterious murder?
The last thing we've got on the Counselor's Wife is Esmeralda dismissed the Duke of Ferro's love letter as the ravings of a lovelorn fool. It seems that the case against Esmeralda remains threadbare at best. So, literally,
how about, instead of, like, we've already been to the crime scene.
Well, I actually found one more thing.
You found one more thing?
Well, yeah, before we started this recording, this episode, Alpax was fucking around with his audio because things were sounding crackly. So I was taught, I accidentally clicked on the waitress in the bar, and there's an option for asking her if she was there when she was on the night of the murder. And we didn't ask anyone else in the bar. We just went to the murder place.
I bet you she just says, no, I didn't. I saw nothing.
Probably, but you know, we might get something.
Okay.
But also, like, when
Wait, is this not his house? No,
His house.
that's... Yeah, general store closing... Is this not his house? No, I thought Councillor Jake,
Locked.
that was his house. Guess
Yeah,
not.
but yeah, the other thing that we completely forgot about is that when we were talking to one of the animals, I found this out when I was editing previous episodes. Oh, look, those are the pirates! They were like going to get a job, and it was But yeah, when we were talking to one of the animals, they mentioned like dark cloaked figures running around at night. We've had nothing about that yet.
Yeah.
I want to talk to the waitress.
Okay, fine. Go and talk to the waitress.
I don't know where she is.
Behind the bar? Oh, is she over here? Is this the waitress?
That's her. Hey, waitress. Hey, wait.
A soul Santa. I'd like to report some dark magic. Only tainted hearts could tip as miserably as this lot.
So you're the waitress around here?
Been at King Crab nearly 10 years now, personally. Seen every character you can imagine, from bums to wizards, passed through these doors per pint or place to rest.
Were you here the night of Jake's murder?
I think I'm
you
one
said
of the
it wasn't
last...
be important.
I think I'm going to be able... I'll start again. I think I'm one of the last folks to hear him alive. That awful scream has been ringing in my ears ever since. And with the room where it happened still under quarantine, we've a constant reminder of exactly what happened.
Continue.
Really? Though that's the question, isn't it? What exactly did happen? We all thought it was Esmeralda who checked into that room, and the Duke followed her in.
Continue.
I was washing up, nudging last lushes out of the door, when a cloaked woman rushed in right past me. I never got a good look at her. Damn my eyes. But I figured, the way she disappeared, she were visiting one of the lodgers.
Hey?
Lucky for the perpetrators, I was rinsing bottles in the back when the terrible deed took place and saw nothing more. I ain't proud to say I ducked under the counter and damn well stayed there until I heard... Yvad?
I don't know.
Fling that door open, and I was paralyzed with fright.
Okay, so let's talk to Ivad. Who the fuck is that? Oh, he's the barkeep behind the bar. He's this guy.
Oh,
come on.
Sorry, I can't actually see him, so I'm trying to find it. Right, there it is. A hearty welcome to the King Crab Inn, and a pleasure to meet you. You look like you could use a round of 3, so what'll it be? Have a seat and stay a while.
Tell me about yourself.
The name's Yavar. Pleased to meet your acquaintance. I've been offering the weary travelers of Sicil drink and rest for nearly 2 decades now. But the King's Crab's older than that by a long shot.
Continue.
All you see before you is the manifestation of my great-grandpappy Horatius Dungness' noble vision. Beer and naps for everyone, no questions asked.
How's business around here?
Well, between you and me, things have been rather slow since the incident. But with spirits high and liquor flowing like it is tonight, it seems the crab may just come out of that pinch.
What do you know about Jake's murder?
Pierce. Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? Death and black magic ain't exactly great for business, you know.
Tell me about the night of the murder.
That room where it happened, it was rented to a certain woman, though I regret to say I don't remember who. This inn isn't in the business of asking many questions, if you know what I mean. She came in heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such transactions after many similar concerning a certain Esmeralda. Figured this was just more of the same.
Continue.
I saw one other figure go into the room that night. Someone tall, broad like a man, but shrouded the same as she. Again, standard practice for Mrs. Counselor and her visitors.
Continue.
Shrouded figures.
Yeah, I'm aware.
I was startled by a horrendous hubbub shortly after midnight. I jumped up and grabbed my grandpappy's machete, bleary-eyed and washed in fright.
He was asleep. Great.
By the time I burst into the room, it was horribly silent. There was only Jake on the floor, dead, surrounded by what may as well have been a battlefield.
Continue. Continue, thank you.
Whoever done it escaped through the window, but I saw nary a soul when I looked out. You can bet I hightailed it to the Legion Barracks faster than a jackrabbit after that.
Do you suspect anyone?
Councillor Jake, that poor man, I don't think Councillor Jake did it. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Never figured it's my business to say anything, but after all that's happened, I wonder if it weren't a grave mistake.
Continue.
Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very inn, you know. He is called the Duke of Ferrell, a high title for a low man. If you haven't yet asked him about Esmeralda, I'd recommend it.
That. Okay, so it turns out there was a third person, and it's... By the way, I figured out to turn the camera.
Yeah.
I was very proud of myself. Who the fuck is this guy? I found a guy called Francis.
Right, where are you?
I'm
actually lost you.
Is this door here? But I don't think he's going to be important.
Okay.
We've thoroughly scoured this room.
Yeah. Do you want to go back to Captain Aureus and see what we saw? And see if he has anything new?
Sure. That's something, I guess. But he didn't like us very much. I don't think it'll go... Like, I don't think he'll give us too much more information.
Maybe he'll give us something now. Like, we've searched the crime scene. We can say, okay, we searched it. We've got what we can. Is there anywhere else?
But we know it's a woman. And we know it's something...
We know it was a cloaked figure who they suspected was Esmeralda. Doesn't mean it's a woman.
Well, no, they said
we know that there was another...
They said the room was rented out to a woman.
That only means that there was a woman renting it. Doesn't mean that they were there. They could have rented it and then not gone in it.
But I mean, like, they said that they were two figures that went into the room. One woman shrouded in thing and one burly man, who I'm going to assume is Jake. Like, because Jake has to have entered that room at some point.
Was Jake burly?
I don't fucking know. No one's ever described him. All we see is a corpse.
We haven't seen a corpse.
Have we not?
No.
Then he's alive. Who's doing this guy's voice?
I was.
There you go.
Ah, the Source Hunter! Oh, joyous hour!
Oh, right, yeah. This one. Let's discuss Jake's murder.
Yes, discover something?
In regards to Jake's wife, Esmeralda.
Have you found any incriminating evidence against her? If so, let's have it.
On the subject of this letter.
Like I said, the girl's known to be a flirt. But that Saba Farrell doesn't have the mettle to commit murder, and as far as I'm concerned, neither does she. Okay,
doesn't seem to give us too much. I'd like to ask some additional questions just to check, see if there's anything there.
There are no additional questions.
We've done... Oh, Arus tells me he suspects a sect might be working around Sightseal.
Yes, he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat licking gods know what body parts. Sex, sorcerers, he'll be seeing flying carpets next. He already
We
said
have
that.
actually seen that one before.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay, so he's got nothing.
Yes. Done.
No, okay. that information hasn't actually given us anything new.
Well, what places do we know about in the town? What have we walked past? We've walked past Esmeralda's shop, Town Hall. We haven't talked to the mayor. Could talk to the mayor.
Let's go talk to the mayor.
Yeah.
I was reading the log while you were walking around.
Okay. Was the mayor mentioned?
No.
I mean, if he's a councillor, surely he talked to the mayor on occasion.
Yeah. Well, so is his wife's on the council as well. Esmeralda's on the council.
Is she?
Yeah. Pretty sure she is.
All this stuff.
Yeah, there's so much information I'm finding it hard to process. Thanks, Seven. Okay.
Oh, look, a rooster.
I'm not going to talk to the chicken, don't worry. I will spare our voices for a little bit longer. Before I just start talking to every animal under the sun. It's a very nice town.
Okay, Mayor Seisel's house. Found it.
I do like the fact you took the longest route possible there. I was like, why are you going that way? And I still followed.
Who do you want to talk to, Charlene or Mayor?
Let's talk to the mayor. Come on, Cecil. Okay, What? Oh, hello again. Please tell me... that's the same voice I used for the fucking imp. What? Oh, hello again. Please tell me how I can help you during your investigations. I know that your plate is full enough to fill you for days.
Tell me about yourself.
My elf? What elf? Oh, myself, I am Cecil, mayor of Sycios and a husband of the stately Cecilia. I've been the mayor here for decades, and I'm quite eager to see Sycio through these difficult times. Yes, very difficult times indeed.
Can you tell me more about the issues in Sicil?
What? Oh, you mean Syciel. Very difficult times indeed. Oh, as though the death of Jake, and by source magic no less, weren't enough, we're also facing all sorts of brutish intruders. The undead have overrun all but one northern trade route, while the orcs are making a habit of savaging our beaches. That's not to mention that at the top of the whole caboodle, there's rumors of some new religious sect or cult or some such sticking its tendrils into the innocent, seven-fearing folks of Syciel. And while we're on the subject of troubles, I myself have a private matter I'd like to bring to your attention. It involves a magic relic I rather foolishly sought, a weapon called the Staff of Pergamon.
What's this about a Staff of Pergamon?
The what of what now? You're speaking gibberish. What's wrong with this guy? Ah, you mean the Staff of Pergamon. Yes, I was expecting a shipment of weapons, and amongst the cargo was this very powerful, very rare staff. I managed to place the order through means somewhat atypical to a government official. Cecil proved an old fool, though, for the merchant slated to deliver to me just informed me that the damn thing has gone missing. I fear it may have fallen into the wrong hands, and I wonder if you could retrieve it for me.
Tell me about the merchant.
His name's Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter, a merchant ship still docked at the Syciel harbour. You can talk to him if you think it'd help, but I'd quite like to avoid getting the Legion involved if you don't mind.
What do you know about the staff itself?
The staff itself contains a shard of an ore highly valued for its use in weapons of war. I know use of the material had to be forbidden, but I was desperate to do something to aid the townsfolk against the undead.
Okay, enough
Bagsy.
about that boring staff.
Bagsy.
How about Jake's... Okay, let's go through this first. Which one of us is the magic user?
Bagsy.
About Jake's murder.
Jake? Murder? Oh, yes. Yes, now I recall. Indeed, I could hardly believe it myself. The councillor and I have certainly had our differences over the years, but old squabbles evaporate under such circumstances. It was his wife. Most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife, Esmeralda, is responsible. In fact, the Legion have taken her into protective custody just to keep her safe from the mob. As you can imagine, I've known Esmeralda for years. That business between her and the Duke of Ferrol was always a bit suggestive, but I never had cause to suspect her of violence. Still, one never knows for sure.
Tell me about the Duke.
An upright bloke, apart from all his Esmeralda nonsense. The whole town knows the only goal of his business trips to Syciel to spend a night or two at the King Crab Inn with Mrs. Councillor.
Okay. Can you tell me more about Rivellon's sex?
Well, I do believe that's something your parents ought to have discussed with you. Just got that joke. But I suppose if you really don't know, I'd be remiss if I didn't at least explain the basics. You see, when a lady and a fellow find each other rather nice, well, rather more than nice, they'll occasionally, they'll... Oh, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor, for heaven's sake. I can't be bothered to chat all day about the birds and the bees when Syciel's on the siege by orcs, undeads, and cultists. He just doesn't
Tell me
know.
more about the undead.
What? The undead? Yes, for past 2 years, those blasted skeletons have all but suffocated the city. With all but one trade route overrun, Sicil's once torrential commerce is slowed to a pathetic trickle.
So, on a totally different note, you have a library?
That depends. What kind of berries are you interested in exactly? Oh, the library. Yes, yes. You must have a visit. It's the Gem of Sicil. Would you like to have a look? I'll escort you upstairs myself.
Sure. Sounds interesting.
Marvelous. Follow me then. Really, dude?
We're going to a library. Yeah.
Library. Look at the stairs. Okay. Talk to Cecil again. What? Oh, yes, this is library. It's the Jewel of Sicil's crown, the beacon of culture and learning in our fair city. My Victoria has every volume you could possibly imagine, and she's got every speck of information about this place packed into her brilliant brain. She's totally the leader of the sect. Yes, Victoria's come a long way from the little bundle of claws and teeth I adopted so long ago. It brings a tear to my eye just seeing her here amongst her beloved books. What? Oh, yes, I'll be on my way back downstairs now. Please introduce yourself. I know Victoria will be happy to make your acquaintance.
Bundle of claws? Victoria... Oh.
Oh! What the fuck are you?
Huh.
Can you read... Are you reading that as well?
Oh, the guy reading the titles?
The guy reading the demon books. You want to voice Victoria, or shall I?
Oh. Hello, demon guy.
Oh, crap. Yes. In the name of Amenhor, I bid thee what the fuck?
That's not what he said.
What?
You're
talking that. I'm talking Victoria.
No.
Okay, I'll take my leave. I'll join yours. Omnes atom mali daemonis cum. What is it? Who are you to interrupt my musings? By Naga the Protector, they have the manners of boors, these boatmen of Sicil. Oh, but perhaps I spoke too soon. Perhaps I was mistaken, for you hardly resembled the local fisher folk, which, incidentally, is a compliment of copious dimensions indeed. No, a source hunter, that's what you are. Yes, a stalker of sorcery, a chaser of charms pernicious. In truth, I cannot go so far as to say it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, for I take no pleasure in the company of man. But it may just be to our mutual advantage to join forces nonetheless.
Wow, you sound awfully similar to the mayor. Why don't you want to join forces?
Why, simply because you hunt source, and I, Jahan, hunt demons. You are aware, of course, that quite often both of these pests frequent the same shadowy pools of infamy. Now, I hate what I hunt, but I respect its cunning, should I not? I'd have been decimated body and soul long since. This is a sentiment I'm quite certain you must recognize. Let there be strength and cunning, yes, but also in numbers. The calculus of wizardry I offer you, the might of magician's mastermind. On one condition, that on our joint travels we will never deal with demonic entities, no matter how tempting their propositions. Give me your word on this and I'll weave you spells.
I don't like to make promises I may not be able to keep, so I must decline your offer.
I was inclined to agree with Jahan, but it would appear my colleague and I are not of the same mind. And... we don't get a choice. Oh, simple souls, oh, doomed spirits, what tangled webs you weave, but I won't be able to fly to be caught in them. Begone, reflect, and if you should see the light, I will be here in the library. For now, you are not worthy of my devotion.
Okay, I'm willing to have this guy in our party. I wanted to fight.
Let's see if we can find someone else, actually. He seems like a bit of a dixicle. Like, there might be a chance we can have Victoria.
Talking of that, where did she... Oh, she's over here.
Well, talking of that, let's do that next episode.
Okay. See you then. Goodbye.